And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Hey guys, Georgia's head coach told me pregame, one of the points coach made in the locker room before the team is that this is a separation game. He understands that both teams are undefeated in conference play, and whoever comes out victorious today can separate and make some noise. It is going to be challenging because it is a hostile environment, so he said we've got to be sharp, communicate, and read our best at the line of scrimmage, establish the tone with physicality, and throw that first knockout punch. Guys?
All right, Holly. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Dropping back, it's Beck. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long...
Running free. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Penn State. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. The pull and throw off the RPO. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Running inside, it's Phillips. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Phillips. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
The Dogs are moving quickly down the field. That's caught. It's Frazier. Great reaction by this defense, immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Dogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Handoff for Frazier. Oh, he's got some space. The 10. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
To the air. It's Beck. Oh, it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
The run inside. It's Phillips. Breaks into the open. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking to pass, it's Stockton. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Deep in the end zone, it's Samuel. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And the Bulldogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Here's a give to Frazier. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Phillips. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Quick give. It's Martin. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Might as well run him again. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Right at the line. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Beck's got it on the screen. Shows him the stiff arm. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
And the Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. They're all over it. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long working here. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Turns it upfield. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
They put the brakes on it. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Brought down inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 after that interception. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Red Evan on the RPO. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 3rd and 6 yards to go. They'll give to Frazier. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Penn State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield, it's Beck. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pulls it in. It's Wallace. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Nittany Lions decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Now on first down from the 40. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Rashad Downs going up top. He unleashes a long one. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, Week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the number 5 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Crimson Tide with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. Make it now 6 straight victories for this team in what's turning into a very notable season.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. Drives inside. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Hunt is in the air. They'll field this one in tight quarters. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The fake and wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Runs through, man. He might have some space. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Made the grab in the end zone. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. From deep, it's Phillips. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. Long way to go on second down. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
At the 35, he's open. Sprinting away. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown, Georgia. up. He got a step and just dusted the field. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the finishing touch, courtesy of that 75-yard run to the end zone. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Nittany Lions peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Scanning the field, it's Beck. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver, the intended target. As a result, that ball's incomplete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. From the gun, looking for a man. Finds his tight end. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw for it. Got his man. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Great job by the receiver catching that curl route. And did you see the way he came back to the football? That's a great lesson for a lot of young receivers out there. You create separation by coming back to the quarterback.
Runs through the tackle. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He stopped immediately.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Really nice play call there on second and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a third and manageable situation.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take two plays to get the first. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Beck. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short, and teams want to make their move in the rankings. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Gets inside. It's Martin. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Changing the routes with his receivers. Second down, gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. Play action on 1st down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Beck. He makes a grab. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Makes the grab inbounds. 2-point conversion attempt is coming. The snap sets up the throw. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete. And they fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Phillips. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Sets his feet. It's Stockton. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
And this offense chooses aggressiveness, man. Third down and short, a lot of people think run, be physical. I got 4 downs. They say, no, bro. I know your defense is going to be aggressive. I might get a look I want to get. They got the look. Throw the bomb down the field and make the big play.
The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
They'll need a bunch on second down. This is a designed run. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Georgia going up tempo. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. Rush right in his face. He's got it. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Cover their own fumble. Somehow. Who knows how they got that thing back? We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. It's first down from the 11. From the gun, it's Phillips.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Now on the move. Oh, no, the ball popped out. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, here's Frazier. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable fourth-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Bringing it back. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Back to throw, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Wants to go up top on second down. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's picked off for the third time today. Got room on the return. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that is a roller coaster. We got the pick. Oh, no, we just lost it. Oh, no, we got it back. At the end of the day, the defense, David, still happy.
Yeah, and all you're trying to do is force turnovers, create plays. Nice job getting the interception. And listen, when you're running to the football, trying to block, that ball comes out. Nice job falling on it, creating the turnover.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Penn State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming